even if he doesn't want to admit it. "But I have a gift for you, my sweet." He reaches inside his shirt pocket and retrieves a small pink velvet box. "I can't. You've already given me so much," I say, eyeing the lovely and expensive shopping bags filled with designer lingerie, 3 pairs of shoes that Carrie Bradshaw would envy, and various gold and diamond jewels to tote. He spared no expense for his birthday show, even though I'm the one being spoiled. "This is the last gift for the night, I promise." Against my better judgment, I silently give him the permission he so craves. Also part of our game. Honey Mama would kill me if she knew I had a man, or anyone not ordained by her and her alone, on the main stage. If I weren't afraid of losing out on a lump sum that could pay a quarter of my medical debt overnight, and the fact that there's always been something about this man's demeanor that makes me believe he could easily snap at any time, I'd tell him to fuck off. But instead, I stand against the pole and await my next surprise, anxious for this night to end. He mounts the steps as if he's danced here for years and joins me in the center of the reflective stage. "Close your eyes." I do as I'm told. He covers my face, eyes to chin, with a multicolored silk veil, tying it behind my head a little too tightly for my taste. "Is this the gift?" "Hush, my sweet," he says, running the back of his heavily scented hand down the left side of my neck, giving off salamander vibes. I try to ignore my repulsion for the familiar cologne and focus on my true love, my one and only partner, the real sweet one. I wonder what she's doing right now, and how nicely her bright eyes will set off the diamond and sapphire earrings, another gift from earlier this evening. Now, where were we? The music changes in tempo with Radiohead's eerie melody filling the room. His hands move down the bare sides of my body and follow my every movement. "I told you, the stage is for dancers only," I say, attempting to free myself from his grip. But every sway of my hips is accompanied by an uncomfortable hard grind. He ignores my plea and continues to dance. His manhood pokes me in the back, causing me to damn near jump off the 2-foot edge into the audience. I'm losing patience. "Please let me finish," I say, catching my footing. I turn to face him, but can barely make out the faint image through the thick material. I can feel his eyes on mine, searing through the delicate yet resilient material. "I could have been a dancer too, you know," he says, his voice becoming many octaves higher, as if he's trying to find the right note to sing. "I can dance just as well as any other bitch in this establishment." "Honey Mama only hires women," I say, growing more unsettled by the minute. What's this dude's problem? He knows the rules all too well. And who the hell is he calling a bitch? It's a well-known fact that Honey Mama caught hell when she first opened a strip club where strictly femme, not necessarily female, dancers ruled. They also weren't too keen about the fact that the club was nudity optional, per the discretion of the dancer's routine. In other words, the original patrons were a little more than pissed at the fact that the Honey Spot became a successful Black woman-owned and run strip club, where men, white men in particular, weren't in control. And there wasn't a damned thing they could do about it. Again, only dancers allowed on stage. I've never felt completely comfortable with doing private dances, and this client is starting to freak me out. As much as I hate to admit it, my baby might be right. I need to wrap up my off time marauding with couverture. The sooner, the better. Couverture, or C as she's not so affectionately known as, is the #1 and most feared dancer at the spot. She also happens to be responsible for all side hustles as unholy as they are. No matter how good the extra loot is, it's not worth the trouble she always manages to find, along with the wealthiest clients. "Trust me, I know all about Honey Mama's rules," he slurs. More than a little.